Hi, in this video I'm going to be checking the rear hub, playing the bearing, so rear wheel, drive shaft bearing, and just going to go over a quick look on the engine, checking the spark plug, etc. I'll try and keep it as short as possible, but the spare wheel needs to come off and its cover, so I'll get them off and then I'll come back. I've got the wheel off and I've taken the hubcap off. Little dust cover that's down there, excuse me, I'm moving about. Spare wheels over there. And what I'm going to do now is check for any play in the rear hub. Right, that's a bit better, isn't it? I'll bring you up a bit so you can see the wheel. Right, we're looking for no rumble, which I think that's pretty good, and no play. Every year I get an advisory by the MOT guy who doesn't understand that there should be a touch of play there. I mean, that is absolutely perfect. That's perfect. Can you hear the little knocking? So much minute movement there, it's unbelievable. And it's spinning free as a bird. The brakes are working fine. So as far as I'm concerned, I've checked that. No problem at all. What you can do is you can remove the nut, tighten it if you've still got to. I mean, you should go bonk, 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 bonk. You should hear a real bad knocking. There's nothing there on that. It's absolutely spot on. The engine's been built 5 years ago, but it was all top quality bearings, etc. So I did doubt it, but while I've got the camera out, I thought go and check just to make sure, because it's obviously your life that depends on it. If you lose control, etc., while you're driving along, not a very nice circumstance. What I've also got fitted on this engine is I've got the neoprene blocks from a guy in the States, and they do make, I think, the handling a lot better on a PX. PX is very soft ride. It takes away the play from the engine. You know, that engine is not moving at all. Rock solid. No problem at all. The only thing it does do is it does give you a bit of vibration, because there's no rubber. It's all solid bushing, but they're dead easy to do. It's a shame I did them a few years ago, or I could show you how to do them, but they're an afternoon easy do. You know, normal tools. Just take out the old bushings, the rubber bushings, and put the new neoprene ones in. Superb. I've also got them on the back suspension. Again, it just takes up that little bit of play, makes it nicer to drive. It's like driving a Rolls Royce, this PX. It's like I say, it's been built about 5 years, but it is starts up, runs like a dream. I've got a couple of issues with the petrol tank, where it's got a little metal rod in there which gives you air, and that's fallen off for some reason over the years. It is the original petrol tank to the scooter, which was mint. Bought the scooter off a guy who purchased it from the original owner. It's a Nottinghamshire bike from day one, sold by Daybrook Square. The old guy had used it as a daily commute and shopping bike. It was originally the dark metallic blue. I did it, restored it basically down to metal. There wasn't much rust other than surface rust on it, and painted it myself, and 5 years later it's still as good as the day. It was dirty, but it's still as good as the day it was built. So you know, it never lets me down. It's my go-to scooter if you know, just want to get somewhere basically. You know, don't fancy going on a Lambretta that might break down, although touch wood, none of them have let me down. You know, you're always guaranteed on a PX you're going to get from A to B. It's a standard engine, new piston barrel, new clutch in it, new cruciform, and the rest of it is all original to the bike. Oh, I did put a new crankshaft in because of the age of the bike. It was good. Original crankshaft, wasn't showing any signs of play, but just to be on the safe side, I did replaced that. I put all new seals and bearings in the engine, just to make sure. And I've done the, as you know from previous videos that we've been doing, I did do the full AC wiring on it, which now that I'm pretty confident there's nothing wrong with the back hub in it, in as much as there's no play in it. I can put the cap back on and give it a bit of a wipe, because it is a bit dirty from, that's the only trouble with the Vespa, the exhaust spurts all the two-stroke, unburnt two-stroke on the rear end, and they do become a bit unsightly. So I'm just going to give that a clean. Then we'll go around the other side and I'll pull off the flywheel and just show you what I've done to the stator plate in a running bike.